Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Finally, trackies, we're at the moment where we will be seeing some major clashes for this 2024 season. Y'all know that I've been very excited when I look at the landscape of track and field across the world, not just from a Jamaican perspective, but globally. There are exciting things happening in track and field. And I've been dying for the outdoor season one, and March is almost done, and we haven't really seen any major clashes. But guess what? April is going to feed us exactly what we want to be fed. And I'm definitely looking forward to a few of these clashes that I see coming up allegedly. Now, the last time I checked, the event was undecided, but I'm hearing like, grumblings that it is the 100 meters. And who am I talking about? Well, Shericka Jackson is slated to come out running the 100 meters. So that is very interesting. Now she comes out on the 6th of April at the Miramar Invitational. And guess who she lines up against? The lady that Miramar is pretty much her home turf. Yes, Sha'carri Richardson. This is going to be a highlight of April, just the beginning of April, seeing this amazing clash. So again, as I said, Shericka Jackson allegedly is slated to come out with the 100 meters, and we know without a shadow of a doubt that Sha'carri Richardson is also coming out with that one. Again, this is her home turf. This is where she comes out, runs some blazing times, and yeah, that is what typically happens. Now, for me personally, I'm excited about this clash, and I'm kind of not so excited about this clash, and I'm gonna tell you why. So, typically, as I said, Sha'carri Richardson heads out to Miramar. Miramar has some wonderful conditions. It's warm, it's Florida, and the wind also is out of this world. You always get some crazy positive winds when you run in Miramar. And every year, the athletes that attend this event or this venue to perform run really well and run really fast times. The last time I checked, Sha'carri Richardson ran like a 10.57 here, I believe, last year. Now, the wind was clearly above the allowable. I believe it was positive 4 point something. But with that said, it was still a 10.57 run. No, with that said, and taken into consideration, oh no, MVP athletes typically come out and typically look, then no, this is where I'm starting to have, not so much of a loving moment in this. Because yes, I want Jamaica to win, right? Anytime we line up, I definitely want us to win. I'm not going to hold on my mouth and talk that I want to see our athletes come out and always be dominating. So with that said, Sha'carri Richardson lines up here. It's expected for me, in my opinion, to see her come out and run another fantastic time. The wind is just going to blow Sha'carri down the track. It's simple as that. When it comes to Shericka Jackson, no. Typically, again, MVP athletes take a bit to get into their running. You see them come out, they run like a 11-1, and then gradually they come down until they start running really, really super fast times. So that is pretty much the expectation when it comes to Shericka Jackson. As well, trackies, when I think about her coming out and running the one, my mind is clearly they're still working on Shericka Jackson, getting that natural sprinting technique, when it comes to her turnover. We saw her run at 10.65 last year, only did it one time. So, which means that, you know what, there's not much consistency just yet in that 10.6 realm. And we need to ensure that she gets that consistency. So, for me, seeing her come up with the one, clearly they're going to be working on her getting even more consistency over that 100-meter distance. She's already phenomenal, and it's amazing thinking about when she started the sprints and how far she's come along now, and she's expected to do even much better this year, because she has said in a recent interview that training is going really well, and whatever is going on in training is really exciting her. So from that perspective, trackies, I'm definitely expecting Shericka to come out and be a consistent at least 10-6 sprinter this year, if not go faster, right? But I want to see her consistently in that 10-6 realm, and I believe that's what they're working on. Now, I did say that, gradually MVP athletes will, take their time and bring their time down throughout the season. Well, interestingly, even though I'm thinking that Shericka Jackson may not come out one of the fastest athletes this season, I'm also looking at the fact that I did see a young Tia Clayton recently come out running an 11:1. So in my mind, there's no way Shericka Jackson is coming out any slower than that. So for sure, in my mind, I'm definitely actually getting a sub 11 from Shericka Jackson right off the bat. And then now I start to say, okay, we're getting a sub 11. Are we trying to go 10-7s right off the bat? Is that the thought process when it comes to the MVP? So potentially, trackies, we could get Shericka Jackson coming out running like a 10-8 or a 10-7, right? That could be what we're getting. Now, would that be enough to chump a Sha'carri Richardson in this race? Once Sha'carri still has her head screwed on and is still, putting in the work in training. Again, this is her home turf. I have her doing something ridiculous here. This is normal. This happens every year. So that's my expectation here as well. So I'm assuming she will come out the same way and run another super fast time. And based on my expectations from Shericka, I'm not thinking it will be fast enough to defeat a Sha'carri Richardson. Now, this is where I'm not really loving this clash because I don't want our Jamaicans to be building up Sha'carri Richardson's confidence throughout the season. I remember last year when she was running against Shericka, gradually, meet by meet, race by race, she got more and more confident each time she ran against her because Shericka kept losing against her. Now, it wasn't that Shericka didn't have the quality, clearly, but at the end of the day, as it relates to training, everybody trains different, everybody's targets are different. So, with that said, Sha'carri just, used those wins to propel herself, and at the end of the day, she ended up being the world champion. So, I'm not really excited to see Shericka Jackson come out and lose to Sha'carri Richardson at the beginning of the season. Though for me personally, I would understand, the reasoning and of course where Shericka is in training. But at the end of the day, that would still be building up Sha'carri's confidence. And I want to see actually Shericka Jackson come out and start defeating Sha'carri right off the bat. So that is my thought process when it comes to this 100 meters. I do have Sha'carri, taking the win, but actually I do see Shericka running something ridiculously fast. And as I said, as long as Sha'carri's head is still on her body, she's still putting in the work, still putting in the training, then that's my expectation. However, I'm expecting a fast time from Shericka as well. Now, we also have another 100-meter event that is coming up, and it's coming up with Elaine Thompson-Herah. Now, this time it is the Bermuda Classic. Now, it's interesting to me that, again, there's no confirmation yet, so I'm going to say allegedly, Elaine Thompson-Herah is coming up with the 100 meters. Now, I'm not really a fan of this. I think I've talked about this already, that I would love to see her come out and run more twos. So it's interesting to see her come out and run ones. But thinking about the time of the year, again, the Classic comes up, or the Bermuda Invitational comes up on the 28th of April. So towards the end of the month. Now, thinking about, again, the time of the year that is her coming out for the first run, the 100 meters, kind of mirroring that now to a Shelly and Fraser Price that had become mysterious since training under, Ronaldo Walcott. I'm going to say Elaine Thompson here actually comes out fast in this race. I'm going to say she comes out fast, very fast actually, potentially 10-6 fast in this race. So that is my thought process here. Not really excited that she's starting with the one. Would have loved to see her start with the two. But at the end of the day, that's how the cookie crumbles when it comes to the athletes. So Elaine Thompson here is allegedly coming out with the one. I do have her running something super fast if she comes out with that one, but I would prefer her coming up with the two to be fair. And of course, there's the highly anticipated clash between Shericka Jackson and Sha'carri Richardson. Anyway, trackies, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.